It's 2017 and we still have to talk about the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Fox Sports invited the civil rights activist and race-baiting attention hog to discuss the ongoing national anthem controversy in the NFL, and Trump's designation of the kneelers as sons of BS for being disrespectful. With the NFL and sports networks dropping viewers like leaves in the fall, what better way to get people interested again but to bring in the Reverend Jesse Jackson to lecture us all on how white people are still super racist. Mumbling in his interview, the first phrase I could pick up was slave owner. Wait, pause the tape, go back, go back. Let's see what this man who pretends to be an interpreter of God's truth has to tell us about slavery. The song itself has great meaning to us as the national anthem, but it was written by a slave owner, Francis Scott Key. Ah yes. He did some bad things, therefore everything as touched must be thrown out the window. Defense. If we want to get picky, Francis Scott Key also set free 7 of his slaves and gave free legal representation to several slaves who went to court looking for their freedom, as well as several slave owners looking to regain their runaway slaves. After his death, he was written as having been so actively hostile to slavery to the point where he had earned the nickname the lawyer for so often volunteering to defend slaves. Rev. Jackson continues to mumble race-baiting, race-hustling complaints before dropping this golden nugget: to go from picking cotton balls to picking footballs and basketballs without freedom is not very much progress. Yup, the multi-millionaire professional sports players are still on the plantation. In September, we wrote up the Reverend for giving a speech saying that the Electoral College must come down and that when Trump dies he will be barred from heaven itself because of his immigration policies. Jackson said that Trump's demand that everyone coming in must speak English, be qualified and have a job skill doesn't sound so offensive to me. In fact, it sounds like the basic requirement for any 16-year-old looking to work as a cashier at the Piggly Wiggly. Why should people wanting citizenship be even less qualified to succeed than a high school student? Back before 1965, 1/3 of all immigrants ended up going back to where they came from because there wasn't a massive welfare state willing to take care of them. Jackson's logic is that since Jesus himself would not qualify to enter Trump's America, Trump would not qualify to get into heaven. Like all liberals, Jesse Jackson needs to get a real clue. This is not a fight about free speech. We all believe the NFL players have the right on their own time to express free speech. Jackson knows exactly what is at issue here. Come on man. This is about disrespecting our military, our flag, our country. Americans are not upset about freedom of speech. Americans are not protesting the games because of freedom of speech. Americans are protesting NFL games because these NFL multimillionaire morons are protesting during America's national anthem. They are disrespecting our country, our military and our flag by doing so. So Rev. Jackson can say all he wants about cotton fields and contracts, but this is about NFL players disrespecting our military. The same military that fights to defend our nation's constitution. The same military that defends their First Amendment rights in the first place. Wake up!